Okay guys, we're inside of the first Descendant and we've got a lot going on. A new skin has already been showcased for Luna and my oh my, this one's going to empty out some bank accounts, that's for damn sure. We have got a lot to talk about, including a new tool that will help you with the patterns and what overlaps depending on what materials you need, yada yada yada. An amazing piece and we're going to go through that one today. We're going to talk about a specific boss that isn't really a specific boss, it's just the overall. It's quite interesting really. Some missing skins that aren't in the game but were in the beta, and a wholesome story about an Enzo. Really good video today. If you haven't already, smash that beautiful blue thumbs up and subscribe and post notifications turned on. It'd be greatly appreciated. And make sure that you enter our giveaway. This weekend, we're going to be giving away 1060 caliber to help you guys with those bloody expensive skins. So how is it you get involved with it? I think it's pretty simple. You're about to find out a bit more about Luna's new skin. So pop a peach emoji in the comment section below. It'll all make sense in time, boys. Nonetheless, if you want to get involved with it, peach emoji in the comment section, it'll enter you in. We'll announce it via the giveaway announcement sector of the Discord via the link in the description. With that being said, let's dive into today's video. So, first of all, the first Descendant have posted up a tweet stating, check out Luna in her stunning new swimsuit cosmetic. Yes, boys, yes, get excited. Stay tuned for the next update. Now, this is going to be coming pretty damn soon, but you can see right here that Luna is in this graphic in her new swimsuit cosmetic, stating, when Luna, an excellent singer, began to sing, her listeners felt refreshed and their sweet tooth satisfied. Her voice gave them joy when they were depressed, and her whispering music had a tremendous concentration effect that happened when they want to be calm. In Albion, Luna's music was almost like an indispensable consumer product. This is a hilarious one, and actually the skin is going to go down absolutely perfectly. I can see a lot of people making the purchase for this one, and the comment section pretty much says it all, so I'll let you guys click the link and go and have a look into that one, as I think that it's kind of going to be a little bit obvious as to how much revenue that one's going to pull in. So yeah, let me know in the comment section, you excited to see what this one looks like? Yes or no? Moving on though, a tool which you guys need to actually see, and this one got 1.1 thousand upvotes on Reddit, so definitely seems to be a very one that people are wanting at least, but you guys can use it today. States right here in this post, I made a tool that tells you what pattern overlaps the most depending on what materials you'll need. I got tired of going back and forth on looking at the access info pattern drops, so I made this. I made a tool to tell you which pattern overlaps the most depending on materials you need. Then you can filter if you're doing a certain activity or hate doing Sharon sneaks. I just track all the missing Descendants and ultimate weapons, and now it tells me which patterns will get me the most gain. In my case, this is how it looks, and he obviously attaches the image right here, which is absolutely amazing. I think it's incredible. He goes to state here that the tool is sorting the patterns by the number of matched materials and then by the total chance of matched materials. I'm also sharing it right now since it is in a usable state, but I have plans to update it to add more UI updates to implement priority, maybe quantity for weapons if you really want to collect a weapon per element and stuff like that. Maybe a consumable inventory so it can tell you which materials and how much total you are still missing. This is great. This is something which I absolutely love the gaming communities for, because this thing is incredible. You guys have got so much to show for this one. There's everything is in here. The details are absolutely incredible, and it's pretty much a staple to your farming guide. It's something that you all need to at least go ahead and check out. You guys can click the link down in the description and you'll see it right here, the TFD Farm Helper. It's so damn good and is definitely worth a rummage around. Have a play about with it. You never know, it may become your best friend. But these main public service apps, public service websites, all of the stuff that you guys work on as a community, as individuals, these are some of the best stuff to come out of gaming. We have it all over Helldivers. First Descendant obviously has the farm helper. In Destiny, we had the Destiny inventory. It was just absolutely incredible. So I'm so glad and I'm really hyped up to see what it is that we can bring to the table with regards to this game. Next up, though, a hard conversation to have, and this one seems to go across the board for quite a lot of bosses. But this states right here, the stupidest boss I've ever had the displeasure of fighting. I know it's been complained about before, but I thought I'd bring it back up so the devs can be reminded of just how fed up some of us are with being hard stuck here. I'm not a scrub at this game. I have hundreds of hours, almost all of the ults, and an optimized blood and iron build specifically for fighting bosses. I've been stuck at this boss for weeks. This thing's mechanics are the most crap mechanics for random squads. It's borderline unachievable. This concludes my rant. Now, you can see right here, this is the Frost Walker. Absolute nightmare of a boss. And if you took us back about a week ago, Hangman was the exact same. The problem is it doesn't actually give you guys much of a breakdown towards exactly what it is that the mechanics are, which means that you are obviously going to struggle. If people are jumping into these bosses for the first time, have no idea how to complete it, you are going to find that people are going to mess this up left, right, and center. And you're never going to get this thing completed unless you go in with a solid team that know what they're doing and can communicate with them. This is where it becomes a little bit difficult, and there is obviously a lot of different things with regards to this that are going to become problematic when it comes to matchmaking. So the only way to fix this and the only way to really rectify it is by making sure the mechanics are accessible on how to actually complete this. You can't be reliant on players telling other players exactly how it works within a matchmaking system. Some people are weird and play with no sound. Some people are weird and do not communicate. Some people just don't want to communicate. They just want to play the game, yada, 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 so on and so forth. But when it comes to these sorts of things, you need to know what it is that's happening. So we either need to implement some sort of source factor where you know what the mechanics are and it issues you a massive explanation of how to actually work it, or there needs to be some root cause of how you can actually work this. Because I don't really understand how this one's going to happen, but it seems to be a messy one. Thinking Destiny, the way that raids genuinely work are you have just your squad that you can jump into, and then you can obviously jump into certain people's squads and lobbies and stuff like that. It makes for a little bit harder playstyle when you actually want to play the harder bosses and stuff like that, but it's pretty much the only way to run it. You need to be able to communicate with your team to be able to issue loads of mechanics the way that these guys have. Next up, though, this is a really, really interesting one, and one that I wasn't too sure about, but I actually do remember some of these. But some skins that were in a previous betas, but not in the base game yet, and this was actually on the Reddit page, and this is hilarious because some of the head skins that were for Freyna look absolutely incredible. This right here is the Plague Doctor looking mask. It looks amazing. Why this isn't in the game, I will actually never bloody know. As well as that Glaze Devil little look, that's not in here either. It seems like they are withholding quite a lot when it comes to skins, and I don't really know why. There's actually loads inside of here, including this helmet right here for Sharon, which looked absolutely amazing yet again. I'm not too sure why they weren't injected into the game, considering we've already had time with them, we've already used them, we've already seen them. So if you add them in as extra content at any point, it's not really going to hit the same as new stuff because we've already seen a lot of this stuff. Did you guys manage to have your hands on this during the betas? Let me know in the comment section below. And which one was your favourite that you weren't able to get your hands on? For me, the Plague Doctor definitely reigned supreme, and Freyna looked absolutely amazing with that bloody thing. Nonetheless, let's dive on into a absolutely humbling story from the community. We've done this all over Helldivers, and I absolutely love these stories, so make sure that they keep going up. But it states right here, shout out to the Enzo I bumped into today. Thought I'd share a wholesome moment with a player I encountered. While grinding various missions in Agna Desert, I fast traveled to a spot closest to the next one on my list. Unexpectedly, an Enzo popped up out of nowhere at the same fast travel spot. We paused, slightly looked at each other, and proceeded to scan for vaults. He took me to every vault in that area of the desert, signaled and waited for me to catch up, despite failing to grapple several times, and open them up. Since it was hard mode, severely needed materials for my catalyst because of him. Thanks again, Enzo. Wishing you all the luck in your first Descendant adventures. I absolutely love stuff like that. And when the community comes together, they rally together, they help each other. I absolutely love this sort of stuff. So make sure you guys, if you're seeing somebody doing something that looks similar to what you are, just give them a little bit of a peek out and just try and help each other out. It will help us all a lot more inside of the first Descendant. With that being said, that's unfortunately all we've got time for today. If you haven't already, make sure you like, subscribe, appreciate all your faces, and thank you so much again for watching. Thanks again, appreciate you, and I'll see you in the clouds.